What's good, YouTube? This is your boy Big Larry. We are back with another gaming video. Now this is going to be something different because we're playing a horror game. Mind you, I'm not good at horror games, but this one is a decision-making horror game. I wanted to start off with something light. So basically, this game is called Slay the Princess. Now by the title, that sounds very weird. But hey, hopefully it's a good game, because I just came across this one day on Steam and I was like, this looks interesting. So let's see what this game is offering. So far, I actually like this music. Okay, so new game. Oops.
You're on a path in the woods.
Okay.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Why is she in the cabin? Oh, that's cool.
You're here to slay her.
Why?
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Will it though? Oh, the end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that? Maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe it's okay with the world ending? Okay.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
But if she's locked,
Never, before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point.
Are you sure?
If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Wait, but she's locked in the cabin.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Okay.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
But why? What? Sweet. I always went to off a monarch. Viva la shit. Okay, so the end of the world, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Wait, why?
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out.
Okay.
Which she will, unless you do something about it.
Okay. Well, let's stop asking questions. I mean, I'm not sold. I'm doing this. Let's go to the cabin.
I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies.
I highly doubt it.
The more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
We're good.
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
We're fine. Overreacting.
So sure, go talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
I will go talk to her.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Indeed.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Wait. Aren't I the hero? Wait, what? I'm so confused. Why is she in the cabin?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay. Like the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Why the music?
It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Why the music stop? What? I don't like this. Oh no, I don't like this music.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
I don't like this.
If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Well, hello to you too.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
So why am I here?
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I don't want to be here. Hi, just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to What?
Good. You're still listening to reason.
I don't want to be here.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
What happened to the other one?
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Maybe.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
And what if I am? What are you gonna do about it? What? No, what? I wonder if this is a sarcastic what? Oh yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. No. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Still your nerves and step forward. Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
Nuh-uh. I'm not doing it.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare.
I'm not doing that.
It's
Why would I
fine.
drop the knife?
We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
She's locked in a basement. And the other one does not want her. I'm confused. I ain't dropping nothing.
You ignore the trembling in your
I don't
hands,
care about your
tighten
eyes.
your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
What would happen if I don't use it?
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Know what? We gonna find out what
She's
it does.
unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too
We
late.
are gonna find out what it
End
does.
this.
Know what? I don't care.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
What?
A moment of distraction and
She
hesitation is all
uppercut
she
me?
needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
This hero sucks.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
My ears.
Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
First of all, why you a princess? Why you not a prize fighter? You just hook the hero. Unless our hero is just dog water.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
She is whooping your behind with the tiara and heels. What kind of hero are you? It looks like you battle ready too. You suck.
We can still turn this around.
Can we? Can you really? Can we really? I'm gonna try to finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
That's also true.
Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
I don't know. I don't get how you bleed, sir.
The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow.
Wait, what
but
the
you
heck?
push through the pain,
Why we got claws?
falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
A win is a win. A win is a win.
This was fun.
What do you mean fun?
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder,
Wait, wonder what?
do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
She gonna bring me back to life and kill me. Oh, chapter 2. Chapter 2. The adversary. The adversary.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to slay.
Ah, okay, so there's multiple endings. Okay. Well, I mean, I was about to say this is very short. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. What am I
I
doing?
can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
Dude, I died.
If he doesn't remember
before.
what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Why do I have claws?
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling.
What happens if I turn around and leave?
We can't just leave. We're supposed to fight her. Where are you going?
Voice of the stubborn.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Yeah. I'm good.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How
An
convenient.
infinite loop.
Everything's back on track again. Maybe the
No.
world can still be saved
You
after all.
suck.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yup.
It's
I'm
remarkably
petty.
selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies.
I already died.
Forever. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. Everything is getting...
I don't like this.
What's going on? Where are we?
Oh no. I don't like this.
I told you we shouldn't have come here. I told you. But did you listen?
I don't like this. The world around you is wow. It's physical. Replaced by texture and nothingness. It was quiet. There is a distant rumbling, a sound within the sounds. I do not know what this word is. Do not make fun of it. Close louder. That's something of it. Ew. Feelers? Okay, that's a weird name. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Exterminates your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Obviously, I'm not alone. There's just a whole bunch of fingers. Resistant fingers drag claws across the glass surface. That doesn't sound good at all. Frustration, this vessel is full. Frustration, this vessel is full. I need something empty that can hold inside. I need something shaped like me. Urgency, you have a story you need to finish. It is the only course that stands. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. You read the broken that's what a wagging finger. There is only so much to say. What the?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin you're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end.
Oh, brother.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
You'll be very surprised on how people think.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
No, I'm not. I just want to see how this plays out.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
We went back to Chapin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your You take the blade from the table.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks. Her voice carries.
Who's there?
Oh, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge. Don't let it fool you.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
The way she whipped you behind in heels and a tiara, I bet so. And she was chained. Imagine she wasn't. In that case.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I'm just here.
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
Nah.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clap.
Yeah.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Why you so
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Probably shouldn't have done that because she beat me armed. She didn't beat me, she beat the hero. I'm not him.
We'll be fine.
No, we won't.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
Why you gotta think about that?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
If I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you. Trust them.
Princess hesitates before responding.
She about to do something.
She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful.
Try me.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either.
No, it doesn't.
Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
It would.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you?
Nope.
What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Unless it's messed up. It's different if I say it. It's messed up when you say it.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
I can't afford that.
So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
I trust who put you there. Because why are you here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less. She hesitates before answering.
She doesn't have a good name. Because if she says her name, she might reveal who she is. If she reveals who she is.
Stab, or I get dropped.
You can address me as your Royal Highness.
Okay, I'm not
Or
doing
Her
that.
Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
I'm not doing that.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
I'm trying to trust you here.
Too long.
Okay.
You can't. Don't bother.
You don't know that.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay.
Oh, Have you decided what to do with me?
Pause.
You know why you're here.
I really don't. Oh,
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will
so
find a way
confusing.
out.
Oops. It's so confusing because if you leave her alive, it's risky. But she was here long enough before I got here. So, what? I'm so confused.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here.
And her text
You
changed.
can make it easier for both of us if you help.
I don't like how your text changed.
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
If you can get out of here, why don't you?
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Knowing me is going to be the wrong one. Okay, let's get you out of here. I made my choice.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
That's the point. Nobody wins.
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
Oh, I'm definitely about to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
Did you pick up the knife?
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get at it.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around.
Yeah, we're going to continue.
The death of all of us, but fine. Yeah, have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay. We can make you settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
We're gonna die.
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there.
I knew
Why
it.
don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Yeah. I don't like this.
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece.
Listen, I was just doing
I
my
won't
job.
forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
I don't know, and I don't care.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
He's the narrator.
I can be innocent and harmless if I want to be.
Exactly.
Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
Well, we did.
You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Watch it be the most hideous thing
Where is she?
behind you.
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Yeah, sure.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb,
Oh, that's not good.
then your feet,
Oh no.
and then your legs.
Oh my. Oh
You
my.
lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on?
She on her side. She on nobody's side. She on her side.
Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
You suck.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a
Raggedy
time,
hand. Look at
cocking
your
her head in
hands.
curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Hate you. I can't even talk bad about your teeth. As far as your teeth is white here, but you still look ugly.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
There's something called personal space. Back up.
What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
You never explained what you were planning. I can't help you if you don't help me. This is not gonna work out.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
1, 2.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I'm about to be in a ReZero thing where I'm just gonna be in a loop until I get something right.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is.
Bada boom.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
That sucks. Chapter 3. I can't read Chapter 2. The Nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay.
Okay, now.
Don't you start grandstanding about moral. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe. Shh. What if he hears us?
Oh, we add more things.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you?
Where's your motive, narrator?
Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still,
Listen, you're telling the truth.
those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No, I listened to you. Somewhat.
We couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't. All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you? No comment. Well then.
Dang it. Pressing the button.
And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us?
Oh gosh.
Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't. Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. Sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
I don't want to live in this loop.
Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working.
That's a new way to say it. Kill.
And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like if she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us? I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Why me? Why me?
Just be quick about it. She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be
That's not really helping.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is.
Who are
it's
these
a path
people?
in the woods.
You're not explaining anything.
I've told you everything you
No, you
need to
didn't.
know.
You told me
Going into
nothing.
more detail will just
Nothing.
overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
How about you just make my job easier and tell me what I need to do so I can have no hesitation in doing it?
If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her?
Thank you.
He isn't telling us everything
it.
he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him. Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to the cabin. No, you should do it.
Let's be honest. Okay. If people locked her away, why couldn't they do it?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Oh, thank you.
You're the only person
stop.
capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just, you can't just goad us into doing something by calling us special. It's manipulative.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you trying to manipulate us? I don't know, I kinda like being special.
Don't do it.
Okay, fine.
do it.
Maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here. I'm not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say is that you have to be the one to deal with her. I know it doesn't seem fair, but that's just the way it is. And for what it's worth, I know you have it in you to finish the job. We don't. You saw what happened to us last time. We need to leave.
Technically, we died. 2 times. Well, 3 times.
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Okay.
Great, now... warn, she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power. I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time.
Yes.
Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't.
Alright. I'm just doing what I need to do.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room.
What the heck is this?
A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Oh, snap. That's tough.
The blade is your implement. You'll need... Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
Yep.
It's just an empty frame.
Is that her? What is supposed to be her crown?
She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Okay.
We should have taken the knife again. I don't think she's going to take an olive branch. We need something sharper. You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended
Bunch
in
of
darkness.
eyes.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static,
I believe it's just the
as if you're
paranoia.
descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
So she remembers.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
Let me guess.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Paranoid? Calm down. Stop being so paranoid.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
I'm being the voice of reason.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
I agree with Hero on this point.
We're going to die down here. I don't
No,
want to
we're
die
not.
again.
We're not gonna do
Please
that.
stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
What if I find you first? Oh, wait, what that change? Ain't gonna change anything. I mean, regardless of the fact, we're gonna find her. So.
You turn to the right.
Yeah.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Like Pennywise.
As the princess approaches,
Oh.
your legs suddenly go numb.
Actually look better than before.
Your
Unless that's
arms
a
quickly
mask.
follow.
Unless that's a mask.
This is it, isn't it?
No little knife this time. It's almost like you want me to get you.
I ain't care this time.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think!
Think, Mark.
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
But she is. So,
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
I mean, I ain't breaking right now. So.
Loud as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver.
Nerves.
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open.
Why does she actually look better than before, though? Before the other crazy one.
What are you doing?
Unless it's just a mask.
I'm working! Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay,
Word.
whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Heart, lungs, liver.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Yeah.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why?
I think you just need a hug.
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of here is nowhere to be seen. That isn't my fault.
It literally is your fault.
It doesn't
You brought
matter
me here.
whose fault it is because fighting her isn't an option right now.
Can I give you a hug? Because you just seem like you need a hug.
Then you should get looking, shouldn't you?
Why do I need to look? I'm already dead. Alright, you win. Oh. Why won't you finish me off? Look at mine. You want from me?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then, well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can live without you, and dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever.
So I'm a creature.
I want to leave.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
I'm not doing anything. I'm not helping you. Fine, you win. Why'd you leave?
What? No!
Yeah, why not? I already lost.
Come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit!
Exactly.
With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Come along now. You don't want to be stuck down here.
The princess glides onto the stairs and beckons you to follow. If only you had a weapon. But we don't. We've already made our choice. We can still grab it on the way out. You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the suggestions for the time being. Just
So
focus on
Fahrenheit's
keeping
not
us
good as
alive.
drive.
Right. You step onto the basement stairs, following the princess as she ascends.
What are the odds that
Pins
we're
and
true?
needles punctuate your every step, an uncomfortable and constant reminder of your mortality. Is this really worth it?
I don't know. We're gonna
At
find
least
out.
it's a choice. That doesn't justify anything. A terrible choice is still terrible.
Make sure you keep up. We wouldn't want you to fall.
As if acting on instinct, you crane your neck and look behind you. There is nothing there. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and taps on the
It
door.
looks like a mask. It looks like a mask.
Her head twists back in your direction, watching you with dead eyes as the way out creeps
What was the
over.
reason? What was the reason?
Don't forget that your pristine blade is still on the other
We're not
side.
grabbing the
You
blade.
can still make this right. You can still save everyone. You can still save yourself from
We're gonna
becoming
have
her
another shot
tormented
anyway. If we
pet.
don't, I fail.
There's no harm in us having a weapon. All it does is give us more options, and we are dangerously low on those right now. Have you considered that maybe you could operate the autonomic nervous system for a bit? Everyone is trying to manipulate us, and I can only do so many things at once to keep us alive.
Just focus on one thing.
Heart. Your body seizes violently as you regain consciousness. No! You're doing it all wrong. You're supposed to...
Oops. I keep doing that by accident.
I guess I have to do everything around here,
I'm not
don't
doing
I?
everything. I'm the one who's making the decision.
There we go. Back with me where you belong. I thought you might have decided to break yourself just to spite me. It's better for you that you didn't. Now we can get back to business. For starters, we won't need this where we're going.
The princess plucks the blade from the floor and tosses it through the door behind you. It vanishes into the inky black of the basement, never to be seen again. Guess we're not stabbing her in the back. I guess not. I'm going to fix myself a stiff drink. If I'm about to watch you hand the world to her on a silver platter, I'd rather not be sober.
And now you open the...
There's nothing else for us to do.
Okay.
The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond the cabin. You bastard. You've actually done it. You've actually hurt every lungs.
It's so beautiful. to ruin it. But it's so cold, too. It's itching against my skin. Why is it so cold?
Because you're probably heartless. Dang. Me about to get yacked too. You don't have you not have an opportunity to respond. Something has taken her away and left something else in her.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Is that a...
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we even go about looking for her. Narrator is going. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. It's calling us.
Hi, Maya.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Hey, Nora. Approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence you and reach forward. But the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Is this not what we are? The body. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty and is quiet. There's some big cat. We can't see any. Okay. You recognize the presence in the shell as the entity that dwells in the space between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
Not really. What are you?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Oh, okay.
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Oh, wow.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Okay. So you're multiple.
You speak in circles.
Mm-hmm.
Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Does it? No.
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Oh, I'm just a guy doing his job. I don't know why I'm here.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own.
I don't know what to think about this.
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart.
Okay.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
Okay.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I don't know. You tell me.
I know only that they are.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold. How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated. Everything, until we meet again. I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Okay.
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Okay. And what
You
way?
won't.
Dang.
You're on a path. You're here to slay. You make your way up the The interior of the blade is your... The door to the base, her voice
Hello? Is someone there?
is hypnotizing. Don't let it fool you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the fire. She's beautiful. How could someone like... I am begging you to stay focused.
Yeah.
There's a lot riding on you here.
I'm gonna be a good person.
Hi.
I'm gonna be a good person.
Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
I mean, this is difficult because you don't want to tell me stuff, so therefore I can't work with what I'm only working with what I got.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Hey man, it's a mistake. Now
You're
I'm
doing
gonna
the
have
right
to do it
thing.
again. I'm gonna have to do it again.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never
So
see
what's the
light
purpose of me being down here?
They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
There's no point in me being down here.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it were tempted to make your way out. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the... Your shouts and plead. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until... You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
No. Girl.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, it's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Hey, man. I ain't got nothing to lose. See you, princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged,
She was willing to buy her
self-inflicted
own
wound
dog.
on the princess's arm,
She's crazy
just
enough.
above the
I ain't gonna be
unyielding
crazy.
chain binding
You can't
her
beat
to
crazy.
this place.
crazy.
You cut
You can't even
into
kill
her
crazy.
flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort
Why
to
she
crack
just
through the bone.
ripping it
of
all
her arm.
casually?
Her limb falls to the ground,
Hello.
and the heavy chains follow. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what...
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah, okay.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape
So what's
into
the
world.
point of you having me here?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
That's crazy. Is there an option? There we go.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm
I'm
trying
not
to get you out of here
trying.
alive.
I am.
The blade. Move the blade.
How about no?
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Girl, do not step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Yes, it's not.
She nervously reaches towards you and
She's just gonna
takes the
kill me.
blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Yep, I saw this coming.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Why is this funny?
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again. And you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
I should not be laughing at this. I should not be laughing at this.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right?
He could.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
The damsel.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her.
Alright, we're gonna do one more. Okay, we're gonna do one more.
A warning. Before you go any further. She will lie. If only you knew. Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He is trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to. Last time? What are you talking about?
This is what I'm not talking about.
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
That is true.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on...
Yeah. Wanna try again.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant. Its stone wall... The blade is your implement.
Yeah.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here, in which case she'd be lying to you because...
But there isn't.
That's a great idea. We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is... I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror.
There's a mirror.
Why
right
would
there.
I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Why would you lie? You have no answer.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Now we're going to be seen as a monster, I believe.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate, but it's still a stone basement. A soft voice carries...
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice! It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit
It's a
much,
stretch.
don't you think?
It's
We
a
don't
stretch.
even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning.
Yeah.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
You didn't say that last time.
You walk down the stairs and lock
she was
eyes
better
with
this
the
time.
princess.
Better this time.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Really?
You know she can't hear you, right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
Indeed it is.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come
We
back.
are thinking things now. We're seeing what we're not seeing.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
We were dead ugly. Say no.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you. Waiting for you to come back? You've been here before, haven't you?
No.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved, you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you.
There's multiple worlds.
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
So whatever inner thought you have is a different world. So far we had... What was the first one we had? I know we have Paranoid. This is Smitten.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't...
You killed me last time. You killed me first time. I just do it. And then bring it in.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
So you remember.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be a... What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So... if another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
We're seeing.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent, and almost unsat because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrible...
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy.
Yeah.
My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything.
I agree with Smith.
She is innocence itself.
I agree with Smith.
I'm not so sure.
You died, and now we're talking.
That's not.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Rescue the princess.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the prince, you'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
We're gonna die. Yep, we're gonna die.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
Why couldn't we do that the first
I
time?
can't believe it, but I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
We're gonna get dropped.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be... Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with a rank cynicism.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
She's about to kill us.
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do? I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy.
Oh boy. Oh my
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
I don't think I'm going to get
We
all these
have
endings.
each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse. You and the princess walk up the stairs. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
You were just a hater. You were just a hater. You're just a hater.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
You're a hater.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true
It
love.
looks like a leaf.
Enough with this true
Or a flower.
love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
And why?
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable.
Oh my goodness. Goodness.
You and the princess make your way upstairs and... The blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing.
She gonna
Take
stab
the
me.
blade from the table and... You're enjoying this, aren't you?
Yep.
You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Sucks to be you.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you?
This is gonna be a plot twist.
Opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
You got a romantic ending.
A happy ending at last.
Never mind. Never mind.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our
All right, Smaden, we need to think.
I'm cool. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Oh no.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Not again. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave.
She's
Memory
gone.
returns.
Where does she go? Is that a...
Of course, you're scared. This is the end. There's nothing for me. I'm going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here
But
before.
it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is... Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. Okay. She'll be there waiting.
Yep. This is a bloat. You're grown. You find yourself in the long quiet night. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed,
Yeah.
but in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you. Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose. If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you. The vessels are shaped by memories of you. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence. Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread. I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
That sound just keeps getting me. loving vessel.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path,
gonna save this. Alrighty then. Gonna go to the main menu. Alrighty. I wanna say thank you all for watching this. I recorded this for an hour and 25. Gosh. But I actually do like this game. This game is actually interesting to me. So I want to say thank you for watching this. I hope you all have a blessed night, morning, evening, whatever time of the day it is for you, or whatever day you watch this. And I want to thank you for watching this, and God bless.